Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, PaulyD2406. Today, in honor of the Seattle Mariners being in the playoffs, I'm going to open up some 1991 Upper Deck. The Seattle Seahawks and the Indianapolis Colts, my two favorite teams, are both 3-1 going into this weekend for football. Because the Mariners are in town, the Seattle Seahawks game versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is going to be moved, apparently. So, this is going to be really interesting, time-wise that is. Because the Mariners game is going to start at 5 o'clock p.m. local time, 8 p.m. Eastern. And the Seahawks game was originally scheduled for 1:05 p.m. local time. Because I'm in Washington State, so Pacific time zone. And that would have made it 4:05 p.m. East Coast time. Well, playoff baseball is sweeping the nation over here in Washington State. So, right now it's all about the Seattle Mariners. And I understand totally. But anyways, I just figured out what the heck. Let's see if I can pull out Ken Griffey Jr., Edgar Martinez, somebody who's been on the Mariners for a long time, and Hall of Famers, basically. Chris Hammond, as always, shout out to Rippin' Packs for You. He's a Cincinnati Reds fan. Moises Alou, he had a pretty good career. Mike Sharpenson. And by the way, the Montreal Expos is no longer there. Chili Davis. They're now called the Washington Nationals, because they relocated from Montreal, Canada, Quebec, Canada, to Washington, D.C., just outside of Washington, D.C. area. And in fun fact, 2019, their main song was Baby Shark. I don't know who would sing that song. And, well, I don't personally care. That was their mascot, and that was their logo that year. I mean, that was their song, and they rode all the way to the World Series title. And I believe they beat the New York Yankees that year, if I remember correctly. In 2019, I believe it was. But anyways, yeah, crazy fun fact there. Whether you knew it or not, I just figured I'd let you know, since not everybody's born in this era and seen 1992 Upper Deck, or was born in 1992, but if you are, great. This guy was an up-and-coming, and this is actually a rookie card. Take the back. Yeah, this is Chuck Knobloch rookie card. That's not a bad pull at all. Pull off the side here. Mets. I won't get into that. I feel bad for you New York Mets fans. And then Danny Jackson. Shout out to Rippin' Packs for You again. Anyways, as always, I do wish everybody well. I hope everyone is doing okay. I thank you for the continued support. I'm trying my best to give you guys constant content and do my best for everything else. I'm disappointed that I'm not doing as good as I thought I was going to do, but that's okay. Baseball Heroes. Well, this is a new one. Okay. I don't know if that's an insert card or not. Interesting. What I mean by that is, I'm trying my best, everyone. I realize that I'm not, the best YouTuber in the world. Far from it. I'm just sharing my passion. And this is one of the errors I'm doing. So, with that being said, I'm excited to let you guys know, despite this being a multi-sport rep, the same year, 1991, I'm going to expand the years finally. I have a subscription coming soon. The Slater Sports Cards, I think it's called. Anyways, I'll put a link in there eventually. Not right away, but eventually when I do order it. And we're going to get some significantly older packs going forward. And I'm going to start doing what I said I was going to do. And that is open up older baseballs. Craig Biggio. That's the only Astro player I ever liked. Well, besides Jeff Bagwell. And this is the year that Jeff Bagwell could be pulled, too. Hint, hint, if you've seen the last video, you'll know I pulled a rookie card. If you did not see it, go check it out. Anyways, and we'll end on Barry Jones and the Philadelphia Phillies hologram sticker. So yeah, I'm going to have older wax packs, ranging from 1982 to 1994, coming my way. And it's all baseball. And when I get the older packs, there are some that might be rack packs. Rack packs are like, you get a lot more cards. If you get the 87 Flair, I want to say, or 88, yeah, I think 87 Flair is the one I'm thinking of. Maybe it's 88 Flair, correction, my bad. You actually get packs inside of the rack pack. So you get 3 full packs inside of a rack pack. And rack packs are just, they got 3 tiers. So like, 1, 2, 3. And it's got a bunch usually about 12 to 15 cards. That's a pretty good pull. Will Drill Clark, I'll pull them off the side. And anyways, long version short, I had those coming my way too, eventually here. This guy used to be a Seattle Mariner player. Norman Charlton. In fact, he ended his career with the Mariners. And shout out to Mets fans and Hall of Famer John Franco. I have no idea why this says Ozzie Canseco. Is that really his brother? Well, I'll be darned. This is Jose Canseco's brother. There's Jose Canseco. That's obviously Ozzie. I didn't even know he existed. Interesting. Stuff you learned before. Interesting. I never knew that. Red Sox hologram sticker. Shout out to the Yankees for advancing. Gary Carter, Hall of Famer. The Cobra, Dave Parker, I believe this is, right? Yep, Dave Parker. He's Cobra. He passed away not long ago. Kurt Miller and, well, that's pretty cool. So that's a nice card. Groundbreaking. This is a new one to me too. This looks like the uniforms of the vintage Black Sox, you know, back in the 1900s. On their baseball history, it'd be the Black Sox. Anyways, that's a pretty cool card. As you can see, I have not opened up 1991 Upper Deck in forever, so I kind of forgot some of these cards existed. But anyways, like I was saying, I think it's Slayer Sports Cards is the name of the company. It's a monthly subscription, and you can order it one time, and I believe it's $64.99. I do not, by the way, I'm not getting paid endorsements or anything for this. It's just I'm letting you know what's coming up on the channel here eventually. When I get it, I don't know if I'll open it up in one shot or I'll break it down in two, because there's a lot of packs. We're talking 25 or more packs total. So we're talking a lot of content. It'd be a longer length video. And I figured that's something you guys may or may not like it. There's my Mariners. Let's go Mariners. Dave Valley was a pretty good catcher back in the day for the Mariners. So I'm hoping you guys will like it, because it'll be different content. And as far as the older, he's a former Mariner too. As far as the older vintage wax pack goes, like I said, it could be early 1982, 1982 Donruss, 1982 Fleer, or 1982 Topps. I don't know which one it is. It depends upon it. It's not guaranteed to get that year. Just saying they go as old as that year. But we'll see. When it happens, you'll know. I will make sure you guys know about it. Trust me. St. Louis Cardinals. Alright, I just want to let you know about it. So I had that coming my way eventually. Don't know when yet, because I haven't ordered it quite yet, but it'll probably be ordered in a week or two. Hey, I got an insert card. Nice. Ron Gant. Shout out to Wax Packs Treasure Hunting Wax Packs. I believe you're my friend. You're a Braves fan. And there we go. We pulled an insert card. Nolan Ryan. What a beauty. Card number 14 of 18. And yes, people, this does hold a little bit, not a lot of value, but just hold a little something. Nolan Ryan's always a big name. Be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that. I just want to sleeve everything up. So this is a baseball recap. So this is Baseball Heroes. That's pretty cool. It talks about the story. Oh, this is a cool one. Groundbreaking of a new stadium that they're doing in Chicago. South side of Chicago. Now, this is interesting. Gary Carter, like I said, Hall of Famer with the Giants. That was his last season with the Giants, because look at this. This is Gary Carter, 1991. He did sign with the Dodgers. I didn't realize he had two of them, because that's 758, so he was in the high series. He added them right towards the end. Pedro Guerrero's a Hall of Famer. This guy just recently passed away, the Cobra, Dave Parker. He was part of that 1979 We Are Family Pittsburgh Pirates World Series run. Will the Thrill Clark, he's not a Hall of Famer, but he had an incredible career. Craig Biggio is a Hall of Famer. He's the only Astro player I really truly like, although I admit Jeff Bagwell's pretty cool. And then Chuck Knobloch, he was part of the 1991 Twins World Series run. Unfortunately against the Atlanta Braves. I say unfortunately because shout out to Treasure Hunt Wax Packs. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to rub in your face or anything. And then, of course, the creme de la creme, Nolan Ryan. That's why I put him in the top loader for. So, pause the video for a second. I'll be right back. And I missed a pack. So, here we go. We're going to do one more quick pack of 1991 Upper Deck. Because I forgot that was right there. I thought I had a couple of them, but nope, I have another one. So, this one we're looking for Nolan Ryan again. Find the Nolan Ryan. So, rip it open really quick. I hope everyone's doing well again, and I thank you for everything. Anyways, like I said, I got a subscription box coming my way, like I was saying about baseball. The variety of that content. I'm going to have more basketball coming up soon. Plenty of football, but I'm going to expand my years after 1991 and 1991 for football. I'm going to start expanding that out too, slowly but surely. And I'm also going to work on getting some hockey, because I had a request for some hockey, so we'll see what happens here. You know, just get some hockey packs. See how that video goes, that turns out. And then I'm going to do a multi-sport video again, but this time I'm going to add a lot more. Like I said, I'm going to add all four major sports. Baseball, basketball, football, hockey. But I won't put too many in there. Dang it. Sorry. The hologram sticker's all screwed up. That's what I was screwing up. What's I saying it for? But yeah. We'll see what happens. Like I said, there's just some of the upcoming things going on my channel, among others. And this was a bad pack. So, let me stop there, be right back. And I'm back. Sorry for all the pauses. Now, let's just get into the 1991 Series 1 NFL football packs. So, I'm going to do some more multi-sport ripping, like I said. Oh, this is so much nicer to open with these. And we're looking for the Brett Favre rookie card, among others. Shout out to Silver Sport. They're a big Bears fan. Tim Brown, he's a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Andre Rison. What? Sorry. Realized what I was doing there. I'm not doing a shorts video, my bad. Ray Crockett. Shout out to Ripping Packs for You. This is another... Okay, Joey Browner, yep, it's another Vikings player. He's a huge Vikings fan. One thing I was going to let you guys know, during this I apologize. Woohoo, let's go Seahawks. If you have a channel, whether I am subscribed to it or not, please let me know in the comment section. I will happily shout you out, especially if especially if I know your content, I will check you out. I don't mind at all. It's all about spreading the word with everybody. Oh, 90 plus card. Yeah, I remember these again. It's all about spreading the word and helping everybody grow, and grow the sport, grow the hobby and everything like that. It's a nice Warren Moon picture. All right, the leader. Cool. Nice subset card. He's a Hall of Famer. And is this Donald Riser or something else? Oh, crud. Sorry. Okay. Richard Johnson. Okay, Andre Rison. Okay, the leader again. Okay. Richard Johnson. Anyways, like I was saying, I will happily shout you out. I'll even put you in the, I can always pin a comment with your name on there. And, spread the word and whatnot. Because that's how I grew originally. A lot of the people who are subscribed to me now, I met them through somebody else shouting them out. I'm all for that, I'm all for spreading the love. It doesn't matter how big or how small your channel is, if you're just getting started, I don't mind helping you out. I'll happily subscribe. If you got an established channel, you need some extra help with, wanting some more views and everything, I don't mind helping out. Like I said, everyone's been an extremely nice help to me. I've only been doing this for not even 2 full months yet. The fact I'm at 138 subscribers is amazing. So now you've actually opened up the goals for me to want to get a little bigger and do better. Making a huge mess here underneath me. Dan McGuire, yuck. Terrible Seahawk player. Hall of Famer, Cortez Kennedy. That's a great pull. Dan McGuire had a bad career, is what I'm trying to say, with the Seahawks, unfortunately. It wasn't his fault. It was terrible teams in the 90s. We didn't have a winning record in 1990s until 1999 when we had Mike Holmgren, who, yes, is a Green Bay Packer legend for winning the Super Bowl in 1996 with Brett Favre. So, shout out to Kathy, who was a Green Bay Packer fan back then. I don't know if you still are or not, but shout out to you anyways, Kathy. Sorry about that. I got a major mess underneath my camera here. Sorry. As always, shout out to Silver Sport. But yeah, like I said, I will happily, shout you guys out. It's all about having fun. Shout out to Mean Dean. I just pulled, that was Lions. Okay, I pulled a Cowboy a moment ago, Jay Novacek. Ken Norton. He's a Hall of Famer, and he also was a Seattle Seahawks coach, linebackers coach when we won the Super Bowl in 2013. Super Bowl 48 against the Denver Broncos. Sorry, Kyler. A.K.A. Bo Nix of Trust. But anyways, Ken Norton. So shout out to Mean Dean, who's not mean. He's a good guy. He's got great content. Check him out. More Vikings for my ripping packs for you. But anyways, I just wanted to say that. Wow, that's a Bronco play I got nailed by the... Yeah, okay. Shout out to Colts Collections. He's a Giants fan. This is older school Giants. He's still a Giants fan. I respect him. I respect everyone. So when I say that, I respect them, I enjoy their channel. That's a pretty cool one. Eric Metcalf. And shout out to the Mega Box Masochist. It's an Eagles card. He loves Eagles. I'll put him up there because that's a good one. And Donnie Elder. Anyways, I gotta tidy up here. Sorry. Last pack. And I'm trying to end my ranting here. Let me rephrase ranting. I'm not ranting. My talking here. Mike Singletary, he's a Hall of Famer. Tim Brown, he's a Hall of Famer. I'm putting my good list off to the side here in a second, and we're going to do a recap, too. On the horizon. But yeah, if you got a channel, small or big, I will happily shout you out. I mean, I can't do much for you, but it's just a thought that counts. The Minnesota Viking again. Wow. This guy, and like I said, I'll happily shout you out. Jack Del Rio, just like, wow, because shout out to Mean Dean, aka Dino. Thanks, Dino. I appreciate Dino. I appreciate you, Dean. You're a good guy. Like I said, just check out their channels, you know, and I will put them in the description of the video. All you have to do is just click on their name, and it goes right to their channel. Not a Warren Moon. We just pulled one of those earlier. Yeah, a leader. And another Andre Rice. We just pulled one of those. Man, it's a mirror pack. And Rachel Johnson again. We just had that. But anyways, like I said, and if you have a certain favorite team, feel free to let me know too. Be right back again. And I'm back. So this is a football recap for 1991 score. Tim Brown, Hall of Fame wide receiver. Mike Singletary, an incredible middle linebacker, was part of the 1985 Bears team. Ken Norton, who was part of a lot of the legendary 49ers teams and obviously the Cowboys teams for Super Bowls, and then in my 2013 Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl 48 winner. Warren Moon, who is a Hall of Famer. He's a Canadian Hall of Famer as well, because he had a legendary career at the Canadian League, CFL. Randall Cunningham is not a Hall of Famer, nor is Fred Barnett, but this is because a shout out to the Mega Box Massachusetts, my good friend. I thought it was a pretty cool card. And of course, if there's anybody else who's a Seahawks fan, you know who this is, the Hall of Famer Cortez Kennedy, my defensive tackle guy. One of the best Seahawks ever in the 1990s. And anyways, so you know what? Let's just go. Let's continue on. I'm going to make this one really long video. Well, actually, never mind. I've already made this video long enough, so I'm not going to ask you to like and subscribe on this video. If you subscribe, wonderful. If you don't, I understand totally. Sorry this is going to be a 17-minute video, but I wish you all a wonderful day. Take care. Spread positivity wherever you go. And I cannot thank everyone enough for all you're doing for me. It means so much. Like I said, I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate the watch time. And I appreciate you all bothering the view. And I will try to constantly upload more shorts videos. And then I'll constantly do my thing. The next video I'm going to actually do, not right now, but later, because I shot so many videos in a row. Well, I might do this one actually right now. Not right this instant, but anyways. 1989 Don Russ. I'm still working on that. I'm still working on hand collation, the master set of that. Anyways, thank you everyone for coming in, or tuning in. Tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, night, whenever you see this. Take care. Spread positivity to everyone. Help each other out, and shout out to everybody. And if you have a channel, let me know in the comment section. I will shout you out in every video. Goodbye, everybody.